Aha, I forgot. I forgot to add. I forgot to add the video after the countdown. What's happening? How you doing? Look, it's a sneak attack. Unpromoted, unadvertised here on a Wednesday night here in the beautiful Strummer Jazz Kisa. Oh man, what's going on? Miss you guys through circumstances beyond my control. I've missed a couple in a row now. Kind of ending my streak. But that's okay. We'll bounce back. We'll bounce back. How you doing? It's Wednesday night. It's the Hump Day Q&A show. I'm Bob. This is the media room, one of the media rooms, and we we get together and talk about the radio show and talk about life and talk about all kinds of cultural things. Oh, look at these. Dylan made these coasters for me. How cool is it? He 3D printed this whole. He 3D printed this whole situation. How cool is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coasters with the name of the bar on them and everything. He's a pretty brilliant kid. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I might have myself a drink here in a little while. I'm flying solo. I'm a single man. Jennifer's on a plane back from New York. She was in New York this week. She was in Seattle last week. And, that's what's going on there. Anyway, this is the support group. We are the Misfits. We're the ones that get together. We have nowhere else to go on Wednesday and Friday nights. So we get together here online and we talk about movies and music and we talk about the radio show and we talk about all kinds of things. You ask questions. I do most of the talking. But there's also always the chance that some of you can come on and join me. All you have to do is wait for the invitation, right? And that could be coming at any time now. You just never know. You just never know. And that's my option, who to let on and who not to let on. But everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to throw their hat in the ring. So there's some things you can do to help and support the channel, and that's like and subscribe foremost, and support the channel in any way that you feel is. Hang on a second. I've got really bad allergies, and I've been in a fog for like a couple of days. And I keep, like right now, I keep pressing the wrong button. Here we go. Where is it? There we go. There's the invitation going up right now. And so, yeah, you can support the channel, and I'm glad you guys are here. May not be a big crowd tonight because this wasn't advertised. I've been super busy today helping my son, Dylan. Dylan is going on his senior trip tomorrow or Friday. They're not sure. Some things have changed. He was going to Europe with his senior class, and apparently there's some airline strikes going on in Germany. In Frankfurt, some of the workers are striking, and so they had this. They're still trying to get their flight secured to go over there. So they're not even really sure if they're leaving tomorrow or what time tomorrow, or if it's going to be Friday or whatever. It's a big, of course, it's a big mess. It's never easy in the Fonseca household. Things never really go the way you think they're going to go. And my wife would say I manifest that with my negative attitude, but I disagree. That's just life in 2024. But we'll talk more about that. And I think, he's going to Frankfurt. I know Vienna's on the stop and a few other places. He's going to be spending 10 days there. So once again, my own children living a better life than I live. Getting to do exciting things. And I'm just sitting here in my bar as usual. All right, let's go. Let's see who's here. Let's do a little roll call and see who was surprised today that we're coming on. Suzaku first in with a big meow. What's up, Suzaku? Suzaku is usually first in. Sometimes gets beaten to the punch. But our Sarber at Arms is here, Justin Sarber. Justin, I need to talk to you. If you're still interested in putting system together or whatever you want, I can help you out. Vinyl Joe is here. What's up, Vinyl Joe? From Kokomo. Vinyl Joe from Kokomo. K.N. Crystal is here, checking in from H-Town. One Low Bus. Hello, peoples. What's going on, One Low Bus? That's a cool rig you got there in your profile. Aaron B. What's up, Aaron B? He's one of our local smartasses. And let's see who else is here. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Here's Sunny Fawn. It's always a sunny day when Sunny Fawn checks in. Hello, Sunny. What's up? What's up? She's always got a good hair day going in her profile. Beck Pruitt. What's up? What have I missed? No, I've missed. I missed last Friday and I missed the Wednesday before, and I can't remember. I should make a note of what happens. I would be with you if I possibly could, but I don't know. You guys might remember what was going on last Wednesday or whatever, or even on Friday. I was probably out to dinner on Friday. I think I was out to dinner with Jennifer, but I'm not sure. I should make a note so I can apologize to you guys. Now, I was a little hard on Lenny Kravitz this morning. I don't know. I feel like he's more hype than substance, but that's, listen, he's a better guitar player than I'll ever be. He's a bigger rock star than I'll ever be. But I just don't get him as a performer. I'm not sure where his lane is. I'd be much more excited about him if he was in a big band, if he was one of the players in a band, like if he was in Pearl Jam or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like he's too much about his image and not enough about the music. I could be wrong. Anyway, like I said, he's more talented than me, so I shouldn't be so. I almost bought a Lenny Kravitz pop figure at Target today, just to put in the bar here, just to kind of remind me that he's got more talent than I have. Channing Camille is here. We got to get an update from her. What's going on with the Howard Theater? How's life in Taylor, Texas? Now that we're heading into spring. Scott Bodnar is here. Bodnar. I'm going to say Bodnar. Hola, what's going on, Scott? All our callers are real, Scott. We can't afford to pay performers. Yeah, that guy was something else. The guy that kept saying he wasn't mad and told the world's worst jokes. Yeah. That guy was something else, man. He's been calling about once a week. Here's the invite. You guys can click on that if anybody wants to come on now or later in the show, whatever. Just comb your hair, whatever. You don't have to. You can be in the dark if you want. You can be in the shadows. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I know what you're going through. That's for sure. Wow, man, sucks. Just life sucks sometimes. I went and saw my dad a couple days ago, and he was really kind of quiet and distant, and so I can't take it personally. But I still have the overriding guilt that I've put him away. But I don't really have any other alternative that I can see that makes any sense. So I don't know, Channing. What we all wish you the best. I know what you're going through. It's hard. It's hard watching people that were so, influential in your life and so strong and young. I remember when my dad was young, and it's just a reminder to all of us to try to live our best lives and not be so serious. Because man, when it's over, when you can no longer wipe yourself, it's pretty much over. So seize the day, carpe diem, as they say. Thank you, and Nat, and thank you very much. Yeah. I don't know why. I've been doing really good numbers on YouTube this week, but I took the time this week while my wife was traveling to do a couple videos. I did one on Sunday, I think, and then I posted one late yesterday, and both of those combined probably over 10,000 views right now. So that's good. But, you would think, well, gee, I wish everybody would just, all 10,000 people would just hit the like button. How, it doesn't cost anything. Why don't they just hit? I'm thinking of doing a live telethon where I beg people to subscribe. It's more important than they view than subscribe, but or that they view than subscribe, but still. Brother Glenn is here. Hamburgers coming soon from El Perito. Okay, well, work it out with Chewy. Don't work it out with me. Yeah, I mean, I know you want to get into the vinyl thing. I'm still holding this turntable for you. I'm breaking it in for you. But don't feel any obligation. There is no obligation. And that goes to any of you. There's no obligation to do anything here, other than show up. And you guys show up more than I do. But that was just a weird week last week for me. So, yeah, if any of you guys are looking for gear, I'm going to start selling some stuff off at a discount. Speakers, amps, turntables. I can't hang on to it all. And, I've got to keep a constant rotation coming in and going out now. And I'm actually considering selling off some of my vinyl collection, kind of doing an internet record store. There's no reason to hang on to music. Everything can be streamed. And when I'm sitting on like a $400 Taylor Swift record that I'm never going to listen to, why isn't that on the auction block? If anybody wants to make me an offer on that, it's not 400. I'll give you a nice deal. But yeah, I think I'm really thinking sincerely about selling off a good portion of the collection. That will allow me more money to buy more newer things and keep a fresh rotation. Because as I've said before, I mean, if you look behind me and you look over here and you see all the CDs, I mean, I don't think I'm going anywhere, but I won't. There are some records in here that I will never listen again in my lifetime. Probably there's not enough time. There's not enough time. Let's just pick one. Let's just pick a CD that's on the top of the rack. Let's see. Where is it? All right. This is a good example. What am I going to listen to Pete Townshend's Who Came First? I probably haven't heard this in 20 years. Any good songs on here? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I don't recognize any of the songs. I have to listen to this. I think it's got Ronnie Lane on it and stuff, who I met back. Yeah, it's got Ronnie Lane. Who else? I don't know. Maybe this is more of an acoustic album. Anyway, that's just to make my point that I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh man, look at this. T from LOC. Thank you. I had a heated discussion, I had a spirited discussion with my wife. I don't know. I don't know if I want to discuss that discussion. I have some large Advents I would probably sell. I've kept them for like 30 years. They're in great shape. They have new grill cloths, kind of a lamb's wool. Large Advents from around 1972, John. And those are vintage for sure and would look good in anyone's home. And I would, as much as I probably would regret selling them, I think it's time. I've had them and I've been the steward of them for so long now, and they're literally getting ready to be boxed up and put into storage. So if you look up large Advents, you'll see that those were the speakers of the day back in the 70s, and they're really cool and industrial looking when you take the grills off. They've got that fried egg tweeter. The foam surrounds are good. They still sound pretty good. No issues is what I'm saying. They don't rattle or anything like that. So let me know if you're interested in some large Advents in walnut, probably real wood veneer too. Actual wood veneer. Thank you, T from LOC. Listen, let's get one thing straight. Oh, I don't know. Do I want to? This is too. My wife says that, and thank you, T. You always come through and drop a little bit in the bucket because, again, not to complain, but this is a financially disastrous situation with all my projects. I'm betting on the come, as they say. I'm putting some money on the pass line that it's going to pay off. But no one feel obligated to donate or support financially what we're doing here. It's nice. It's nice to be able to buy a new light every once in a while, or something like that, or a new SD card, or a subscription to StreamYard, so I can have all these graphics and stuff. But you are under no obligation. This is a free service. If that makes you happy to do that, please do. Because my wife was like, "Come on, man, what are you doing?" But I said, I don't ask for, donations specifically. That's something that people do out of the kindness of their heart. They want to do it. They want to feel part of it. Like I'm trying to explain to my wife how the internet works, how it works. There are many ways that you can validate us influencers or YouTube people or whatever by subscribing and liking and getting the notification bell and becoming members in Patreon and all that stuff. But you are certainly under no obligation. But if you want to buy me a cup of coffee or whatever, you're a fan or whatever, that's fine. And I appreciate it. But I was having that discussion with my wife because she was like, "Why?" And I go, "Well, just because that's the game. That's the thing. People like to level up. They like to see their name on the screen. They like to feel good that they did something to support, even if it's small, So I think she understands that. But, truth be told, I could go get a part-time job at Target for $10 an hour, and I would be in a much better financial position than doing YouTube. That's no lie. I mean, that's not even a lie, right? And now I'm an Amazon influencer. I think I told you that, right? So if you go look at certain Amazon products, I think I have 12 videos up right now, and my goal is to have 100. Well, I'm going to say my goal by the end of March is to have 50 videos up. What day is it? No, maybe I should say April. My goal by the end of April is to have 50 videos up on Amazon. And then the month after that, or 2 months after that, 100. I'm trying to get to 100 videos, ultimately 1,000 videos. So, some mailbox money will be coming in, just products that I like that I can recommend, like I might go on and I just hold up this microphone and go, "Hey, this is the HyperX microphone. I use it every day on my YouTube channel. It really works well. Sometimes I use it when I do the show from home and everybody says how great it sounds." And then that's it. And you put that up on Amazon and people click on it. And if they buy it, you get a commish. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm hustling, and that's what I had to tell my wife. Like, I'm sorry that I'm hustling, but I have to look at what comes after radio and how I might supplement any income I have in retirement or anything like that. So I'm experimenting. Last couple of years, I've been experimenting with different things. So I hope you're not offended. But I do appreciate any kind of support, whether it's just with words, whether it's with cash, whether it's with support or whatever. I appreciate it. That it just, what it does is keep me going. That's what it does. It doesn't pay the car payment. It just keeps my head in the game here. And to some extent on the radio show too. It gives you it makes you feel like you're not worthless. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, man, they look good. They clean up nice too. You get a little wood oil on them and they clean up nice. And I bought about 2 years ago, I bought some brand new grills off of eBay and they're really nice. They fit really well. And it's that light colored cream kind of I call it lamb's wool, but it's, some kind of material. And then against the dark walnut, it looks really nice. I think it's walnut, but it's like a dark kind of a cherry walnut almost. Not cherry, but dark walnut. T from LOC. This is my church. Going to donate. There you go. You're tithing. I like that. And somebody else had the same idea. Uh, I like the Bob Father reading my comments, especially when I pay. Yeah, I appreciate that. The new guy has rearranged the record section every day he's come in. What is that? I'm not sure of that reference, but my head is in a cloud right now because of allergies. So, speaking of rearranging the record section, so this Sunday I woke up early. I woke up at about 7 o'clock, and I started pulling all the records out of the shelves. I'm gonna guess I have. I don't think it's 1,000. I don't think. Let's do the calculations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10, 20. Let's say there's about 40 records per cube. That one is so 70. That one probably has about 60. It's 100. 5,200. Probably have 1,000 records in here. And I took them all out of the shelves. I put little sticky notes down the hallway, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way. And I started alphabetizing all the records. So I had to pull them all out, sort them, which is a hard thing to do because they were all mixed up. They were all jumbled up, and put them under their respective sticky note. And that took a couple hours, and it was very backbreaking work. And then I made breakfast about between like 10 and 11. And the first time I looked at my watch and I wasn't even finished, it was 3:30 in the afternoon, and I was still alphabetizing. So now every record, with the exception of the jazz records, is alphabetized. So the jazz is in a separate section, and when I have an hour, I'll go through this and alphabetize the jazz. But at least it's in one section, and it's pretty easy to find. It's just like a cubicle and a half, 2 cubicles worth of records. Then all the country, all the rock, all the soul is alphabetized, and that's most of what you see here, starting with the A's right over here and then going all the way down to the Z's down there. I have a special section for soundtracks. They're not mixed in because I really didn't know how to categorize that. And by the way, I did it by last name. So Bob Dylan would be under the D's, not under the B's. Soundtrack section is separate, and the MoFi stuff, Mobile Fidelity, is down here. And that's all in one section on its own. And I will alphabetize those. And it'll take me about a half hour to alphabetize, well, 15 minutes or whatever to alphabetize those. Or I might do them by catalog number. So, because I have 003. I have one of the first Mobile Fidelity pressings from the 70s, 003. And that's the first one. And I'll either do it alphabetically or I'll do it, I need a drink. What should I have? I think I'll do it alphabetically, and then it'll all be organized. But already I'm doing a much better job. It's much easier finding what I want to play. If I know I want to hear a Rolling Stones record, I go right over here. I go right over here to the R's, and I reach in and I grab, and I know exactly where it is. There's the brand new one. I think this just came out. I think this one's coming out Friday. I think I got it early. Sounds horrible though, Vinyl Joe. Don't get it. I don't even know why they would release this. It sounds like a bad board recording, but I don't know. Anyway, but see how quick I found that? Somebody name a band. Somebody name a band, and we'll see how quick I can find it now. Let's do that. And then we'll open up the floor to questions or any guests that want to come on. See you later, John. See you later. Good luck with all your F1 stuff. Appreciate you coming on. Somebody name a band. Fleetwood Mac. F's are over here. There's C, D, E, F. Beatles are in there. They got a whole section. And F and Fleetwood Mac is right here. And there's Rumors. All right, another band. Telling you, man, I got it in. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Traveling Wilburys, under the T. I almost put it under Tom Petty. Now, I've only got one Wilburys album, so it might take me a second. It might take me a second to find it because I only have one. And sometimes it's hard to read. Got it. Got it. Got it. So you see, his system's working out good. I don't know why I didn't do this months ago. I don't know why I did this. I don't have any BGs and I don't have any DGs. Oh man, now see, I did that speech and you guys, come on guys, don't, thank you so much, Clint, and thank you, Justin. You guys already do so much just being moderators and out on that. And oh, that's the down payment on the turntable. All right, yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's right here, man. It's good. Plays good. Plays good. You can see it on a video that I posted yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. I hope you saw the video on the $32,000 system I had in my house the other day. That was pretty cool. That was fun. Was it worth $32,000? I don't know. That's hard to put monetary value on because I have stuff that's a lot cheaper that sounds good. I don't think it was 32,000. I don't think it was 32 times better, He could have called me to help. Yeah, but then I would have had to hang out with you. That's a joke. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously. I don't, me, I'm not going to ask anybody to do my dirty work or help me do my dirty work. It's my own punishment. But it was amazing how quick time went. Like I lost track of time doing it. I was so focused that I really looked at my watch and 4 hours had gone by. And I would have sworn it was like noon. So thank you guys for those donations. We'll put it to good use. Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't tell my wife. She'll be mad that you did that. She never contributes to my, But she has to listen to me threatening to quit, 2 or 3 times a week. But I'm encouraged by the numbers on my United States of Analog. The last 2 videos I've done over 5 are going to go way over 5,000 each. So that's pretty good. And I'm getting some click-throughs through Amazon and all that stuff and selling some stuff. But again, that income is nominal. And I'm trying to influencer things. So I've got 3 irons in the fire right now. And I'm thinking of, starting a book. Figuring out how to publish that. I have somebody that I just got to figure out what I want to do. I am probably not going to see. Well, I could probably get some free tickets to that. The Dylan of today is not the Dylan of old. So that's a really good question. And I think musically it'll be excellent. It's just he's on a different path right now. And I don't know. Have you noticed that the ads don't even include like his picture? Like if you see a TV ad or you it's like it's hard. It's a hard thing to promote. You're going because of the name. A lot of people will be there because it's like, oh, it's Bob Dylan. I've never seen him. I want to see him before he dies. That's not a reason to see somebody perform. But I've been to many like later Dylan shows, and they're always good, but they're always unexpected. So if you do go, Channing, keep an open mind, because he might be halfway through Blowing in the Wind before you realize he's singing Blowing in the Wind. Does that make sense? Well, that means you love your work, T. He says he before he knows it, it's 2 p.m. Hey, before you know it, it's 4:20, and you know what that means. Man, I look tired. These allergies, man. I know they're allergies because it's 6 o'clock, almost on the dot. I start sneezing just before the sun goes down. I start sneezing like crazy. Who's coming on tonight? Do I need to send the invitation again? Let's see. All right, this is Hump Day Q&A. You guys are supposed to answer questions, but I thought you might find it interesting, my quest to alphabetize. And really, it's changed this room. I mean, I feel a lot better about this room now. than I did before it was alphabetized. I feel like it's organized. I feel like I know what I have. I saw some things in my collection I forgot I had. I did not find any of the stuff that's missing, but and there's some spots. And I have some wooden dividers coming, little strips. They're almost like paint strips. They're little walnut stained wood strips that have letters, stenciled letters cut out of the end, and you stick them in, where the A's start, you put A, and where the B starts, you put B. So I got a set of 26 of those coming, A through Z. So that'll also help with the organization, and I can take off some of these little white stickers I have on here temporarily. Hopefully they'll come off. You know what? I probably should start taking them off. But hopefully they'll come off. Yeah, I think they'll come off okay. So this one says jazz. So that's it. I'm proud of myself. I hope you're proud of me. I'm proud of me. Fred will come on. Well, you know. The listening room upstairs does have a name. It's more film related. I named that after my Hollywood film instructor at UT named Edward Dmytryk. You can look it up. It's spelled Edward Dymytryk, I believe. He was my film professor at UT, and he was a Hollywood director in the 50s and 60s. He got blacklisted as a communist, couldn't work. He worked with Marlon Brando, Elizabeth Taylor, Monty Clift, all the old school people. He did some very famous movies like The Cane Mutiny, Raintree County, and all that. And so I named that room upstairs, even though it's my listening room, it's also my theater room. That one's called the Edward Dmytryk Theater. And it's been that for 2 or 3 decades, as long as I've had kind of a theater. Good question, though. Good question, Aaron Haley. Got some new cassettes, man. Let's check out the cassette. Aaron Haley gave me a cassette player. Nice one. Speaking of vintage, let's check out the new cassettes. Let's see what we have. I gave some to Sawyer Stull, though. Of course, I have my vintage Radio Shack cassette. This is vintage, man. Look, it says Radio Shack up in the other corner right here. How cool is that? Still has the old hype sticker on it. What do we got? What did I get that's new? Oh, a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. I haven't played that one. I got Pink Floyd Animals, Dark Side of the Moon, and David Gilmour's first solo album. I think that's all the Pink Floyd I have. Damn it. I saw a Tracy Chapman cassette I might go look for it tomorrow, see if it's still there at End of an Ear, and I should have bought it. I don't know why I passed on. I don't know why I do stupid stuff like passing on something like a $5 cassette. I'm looking to see what I haven't shown you before. You've pretty much seen everything in here. Born in USA. I bought 2 of those. I gave one to Sawyer. The River. Some of these may have came from you guys. I think, Channing, did you bring me 8 tracks or did you bring me cassettes? I should have. Greetings from Asbury Park. Oh, this one, this one's pretty hard to find on cassette, probably. Nebraska by Bruce. One of my favorite albums of all time. Nebraska is, but this other one I'm going to show you. Who doesn't love that one? Who doesn't love? It's one of my favorite covers of all time. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees. I love that square style photography. Big format camera. Famous photographer shot that. I forgot his name, but so I got all kinds of stuff, and then stuff that you wouldn't be interested in, like the band's Moondog Matinee. That's probably not easy to find. I just lucked into that one. Some Phil Collins, Leonard Skinner, George Harrison, all that stuff. So that's it. I've only got 1 or 2 slots left in this box, so that's for you, Aaron Haley. Wouldn't be wasting my money on cassettes if you hadn't given me that Nakameech. All right, let's see who else is here. Convenient you exclaim 420, but it's allergies that make you look tired. Yeah. Bob really liked him. Liked who? I miss Hot Dog Friday too. We'll have a variation of that. We're working on some variations of that. Mustache Chris and I tried to hunt you down some good tapes this weekend, but it was slim picking. I know. I try not to spend more than $2 on a cassette. That Tracy Chapman was like a $5. And the only reason I should have bought it is it's probably pretty rare. Again, that was at the height of compact discs. So any 8-track cassette or album that came out. Oh, okay. New Animals. I'm not really that into the Animals, but I'd be interested in hearing that. I know. That's the thing. But then you got to be like me, Kay, and then you end up with a storage unit, and you're trying to sell your large Advents to John and all that. But I've got to let go of some of my possessions. And I don't know if that means I'm dying or what, but I feel like it's time to start letting go of some of the possessions to allow for other things, or maybe to lighten the load a little bit. Because, once you get a storage unit and you're paying $100 a month for a storage unit, that's kind of like, it's gotten out of control. So I've got B&W speakers I've got to sell. I've got a Lexus 460 I need to sell. If anybody's interested in a Lexus 460, I'll give you a special media room price. Stereo doesn't sound very good, but you know what? I'll throw a big boom box in the back for you. But I have a white Lexus 460 with big tires and bronze wheels and a roof rack and 4-wheel drive and all that stuff. And that thing's got 140,000 miles on it, but it'll probably go another 140,000 easy. So, yeah, I may have too much crap, but I think my house is cleaner than yours. I'm just saying. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying. I wouldn't call it crap either. It's well curated. Every album that I own has been especially selected and curated by me. Like, I love them all, but I may start selling them. Hey, Vinyl Joe, we got to make plans, man. We got to start making plans for Record Store Day next month. Yes, I do. I do have the boss. I ran into a super clean copy, Vinyl Joe, a few months ago. I ran into a super, super clean. Now, the cover's not as clean as the vinyl inside, but the vinyl inside is pristine, like someone never played it. So I have that. It's in the same bag as a bootleg that a friend of mine gave me of the Atlanta show. Is this the Atlanta? I believe this is Springsteen in Atlanta. KLBJ played this. I remember I recorded it on reel to reel when it happened. No, this is Passaic, New Jersey. This is a bootleg. This is what a Springsteen bootleg looks like. It's a triple album. Piece de Resistance. But that's pretty clean and sounds pretty good. It's probably recorded off the radio. Bruce used to do a lot of radio concerts early in his career. And so I know when he did concerts on KLBJ back in the 80s, I would tape them on an old reel-to-reel that I had. And I wish I had a reel-to-reel. Aaron Haley, can you find me a reel-to-reel? You had a couple reel-to-reels. Hang on a second. I'm putting these away. That won't go back in. I'll put it back in after the show. Anyway, so yeah, I do have that. See how quick I found it, though? Ha! Yeah, right. I see what you're saying. Vinyl Joe, thank you very much, though. And I did find that for you. All right, we're going to do 7 a.m. We're going to have breakfast before or what? What do you want to do? I'll go earlier if you want. I got to get those George Harrison releases. I can't miss out on those. Even though those records will be unlistenable, I want to get those Zoetrope uh, copies of Electronic Sound and Wonderwall Music. See you, Glenn. We'll see. I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll get the update on Dad. All right, questions. It's Hump Day Q&A. It's Wednesday. This is where you ask me questions about anything. I don't care. Anything. Just ask away. And I will answer it to the best of my ability. It could be anything. Because I got to get ready. I got to get the house clean. I'm going to have about, let's see if Jennifer's No, she hasn't landed yet. I've got about an hour to get the house cleaned up, get some laundry folded, some more laundry in the thing. If anybody wants to come on with me, just let me know. I'm gonna bounce out of here not too long from now because I've got to do that. If you knew then what you know now, what would you change? I have a lot of regrets. I mean, I'm just one of those kind of people. I wasn't very smart, especially in relationships. I think I would have chosen a little. No, I'm not talking about my present relationship. That's the one that kind of worked. But I wasted a lot of years with women because that's the sex that I dated. I wasted some years in relationships that probably I knew weren't going to go anywhere. They probably knew it wasn't going to go anywhere too. So maybe they're wasted years too. But I would say that I think I would have been a little more calculating about my career. I think as I've explained before, I was one of those guys that I got a lot of job offers. Austin was a lot smaller town in the 80s and 90s. And I got into the workforce out of UT in 78. And, from day one, my phone was ringing with offers. Why don't you come over here? Why don't you do this? I was always in kind of high profile, visible jobs in the media. And, I would just go with the wind, I was working at the Irwin Center and then KLBJ called and said, why don't you come over here and work? I said, all right. And then I was at KLBJ and this other station called The Fox called me and said, we double your salary. We'll double your salary if you come over here and work for us. And so I did. That didn't work out. But just about the day I was going to quit that, the ad agency called and said, hey, do you want to work over here? And I said, yeah, your timing could not be better. And then I was there 5 years. And then KLBJ called me again and said, hey, do you want to be on the air? And so I was kind of letting other people decide for me what I was doing. And I don't know if that's the best way to manage a career. So there's part of me that even though I've done 32 years this month, probably to this day, my anniversary is the 12th, I think, will be the end of my 32nd year and the beginning of my 33rd year at KLBJ on the air. And so when I say, oh, I should have stayed at the ad agency, maybe that sounds a little weird, right? My computer might go out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get some power in. There we go. But I felt like I was getting some traction in the ad game. And I don't know where that might have led. Probably to a heart attack. But anyway, I don't know. There's a lot of things. I mean, I would change everything. I really would change everything if I could. That's how much regret and remorse I hold inside. Anything else I can think of? No, maybe taking a few more risks, you know. There's no there's no reward without real risk, I don't think. Unless you're extremely lucky and win the lottery. I tried to join Bob, but it was saying something about I could only without much or cameras. Okay, no worries. No worries, Clint. Thanks for the effort, though. Thanks for the effort. That's all. What else is going on? I got an episode of Love Is Blind to watch tonight. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna watch that while I'm folding laundry. So there you go. I know you think I'm